Gentlemen, I have learnt a lot about human behaviours from dealing with awkward moments over the years. Ever wondered why some men command respect effortlessly? The secret lies in their behaviours. People don't need to know much about you before they draw up conclusions or make judgment about the sort of person you are. Why not take advantage of this by making subtle changes in your everyday behaviours, which in turn will improve the perception people have of you? This video talks about 10 behaviours that commands respect for a high-value man just as yourself. At number 1, let's start with emotional control. It is not an easy task to achieve, yet it's the cornerstone of a high-value man. Emotional control is not about suppressing feelings, it's about understanding them, managing them, and responding aptly. If you are quick to react with anger, you lose respect. Avoiding this is to nurture what I call the gap. Reactive people have tiny gaps, meaning they don't create any space between a triggering stimulus and their emotional response. Non-reactive people command tremendous respect because they have nurtured gaps wide enough to allow any tension in themselves to dissipate. They have the maturity and the ability to handle situations without crumbling under emotional weight. This kind of control is a beacon of reliability, an attribute that draws respect like a magnet. A man who masters his emotions masters his world. And this gentleman is highly respected. Now to our second behaviour, the power of unavailability. Stop always being available. Let's dive into this concept. You see, being overly available can often be perceived as desperation or lack of self-value. It screams, "I have nothing better to do." It's like you're an open book, there for all to read at any given moment. But is that the kind of story you want to tell? Now imagine the opposite. Not always being available. It's intriguing, isn't it? It piques curiosity. It is a sense of scarcity that creates the perception of high value. It creates a sense of mystery, and mystery is a potent ingredient in the recipe of respect. It's like a novel that's released chapter by chapter, keeping the readers on the edge, eager for the next release. Being unavailable at times shows that you value your time, and in turn, others start to value it too. It shows that you have priorities and commitments, and you're not willing to compromise them for just anything or anyone. Remember, value is a product of scarcity. Be the diamond, not the stone. Next up is the elegance of silence, or in simpler terms, talk less. I used to feel embarrassed about not talking much in school. It was mostly because I'm shy, and even now, it's hard for me to express myself. But that's okay, because speaking less can show confidence, a comfort in your own skin, if you're also chill and have a calm demeanour as well. It's an art, a skill that takes practice and patience, but reaps tremendous rewards. When you choose to talk less, you create an air of mystery and intrigue around yourself. You become a canvas, inviting others to paint their thoughts, feelings and ideas. You give them space to express themselves, to share their world with you. But the beauty of talking less isn't just about creating mystery. It's about fostering deeper connections. When you listen more than you speak, you show people you value their thoughts and are interested in what they say. This can lead to more meaningful conversations and ultimately more meaningful relationships. Remember, silence is not about withholding or concealing. It's about being selective, about choosing your words wisely. It's about quality, not quantity. In the end, it's not about being silent, but about making every word count. To our fourth behaviour, knowing and exerting your boundaries. Boundaries, gentlemen, are the invisible lines that define your personal space, your comfort zone. They are your fortress, protecting your self-respect and personal integrity. When you set clear boundaries, you are essentially declaring, "This is who I am, this is what I stand for, and this is what I will not tolerate." People pleasers have few boundaries. They equate pleasing people with an increase in their self-worth, and then wonder why they go to sleep at night depressed. Boundaries can be seen in your actions, your decisions, and how you allow others to treat you. When you know your boundaries and assert them, you radiate a sense of self-assuredness, a quiet confidence that is highly respected. You see, a high-value man understands that their boundaries are a reflection of their self-respect, and they are unapologetic in maintaining them. When you respect your boundaries, the world respects you. Now let's talk about the exterior, your physical appearance and dressing sense. One cannot overlook the significance of dressing well and grooming. It's not about being vain or shallow, but rather it's about presenting oneself in the best possible light. Like it or not, we live in a world where first impressions matter, and often they're based on how we present ourselves physically. A well-groomed man dressed appropriately commands attention. When we talk about dressing well, we don't necessarily mean donning the most expensive brands. It's about understanding your body, knowing what suits you, and wearing it with confidence. Cleanliness and neatness are key elements of grooming. A neat haircut, trimmed beard or clean-shaven face, fresh breath and clean clothes. These may seem basic, but they can make a world of difference. A man who takes care of his appearance shows that he values himself. And this, dear viewers, is highly respected. I'm sure you already know this, but I'm just here to remind you. At number 6, unexpected flattery. Overly nice people are a dime a dozen. While most people try desperately to impress, you do it different. Your compliments are rare, unexpected, specific, and come from a genuine place. This makes you unforgettable. We all know that even the most reserved of us enjoy a well-placed compliment. Imagine the power of your words when you tell someone something wonderful about them they've never heard before. It's not about flattery for the sake of it, but about recognizing the unique qualities and strengths in others. Now, this doesn't mean you should start throwing compliments around like confetti. The key here is the unexpectedness and sincerity. If you're always complimenting, your words may lose their impact. But when you take the time to notice and articulate someone's unique contribution or quality, it can be a powerful tool in building respect. At number 7, the art of speaking slowly. Talking a fraction slower is another indispensable tool in the high-value man's arsenal. In our fast-paced world, the one who speaks slowly commands attention. By slowing down your speech, you're subtly communicating that what you have to say is worth waiting for, worth listening to. It communicates confidence, calmness, and control. Think about it. When you're nervous or unsure, you might tend to speak quickly, rushing to get your words out. But when you're confident, you take your time. You allow your words to fill the space, giving them the weight they deserve. Speaking slowly also allows your listeners time to absorb and reflect on what you're saying. It gives them the opportunity to truly engage with your words, fostering a deeper connection and respect. At number 8, be relaxed and move slow. Moving fast and fidgeting make you seem anxious, like a jittery animal in the spotlight. You can promote calmness and a clearer mind by slowing down a bit. It's a good cycle. Not hurrying around like a headless chicken shows you're in charge, have time and move at your own speed. Just doing this can change how others see you and how you see yourself. At number 9, hold people's eyes. Nothing screams, "I'm confident and I am interested in other people," than holding someone's gaze, especially for a little longer than might feel comfortable. This will stand out in a fidgety world where everyone is avoiding each other's gaze, glued to the adult version of the baby's dummy, their phones. Last on our list, trying to impress everyone. Lots of us learned that making others happy, especially our parents, meant we'd get rewards and be seen as good kids. But trying to please everyone isn't a smart life plan. It just chips away at your true self, and people start to lose respect for you. Instead, focus on being genuinely valuable and helpful when it makes sense. Also, let's be real. You don't truly believe everything you say when you're overly nice to everyone. Or do you? Now we've traversed through the landscape of respect-commanding behaviors. It's now time to take these lessons and start implementing them in your life. Respect is earned, not given, so start earning yours today. Remember, respect is not a destination, but a journey. Start incorporating these behaviors into your life and see the difference. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with a single step. Until next time, gentlemen, stay soulfully synergized.